I'm back. What's up, guys? I figured I'd try to shoot a little vlog today. I'm feeling a little bit better. I'm kind of getting back to myself. My energy is up a little bit. This wheelchair, crutches, like all that crap's just wearing me out. It's just such a pain in the butt. And then my office, when I get to the office, then I have to come up the stairs. Because I don't know if you guys don't know, like my office is on the second floor, so that is like the top of the stairs. Anyways, I'm sure you guys have seen that before. If you haven't, my office is upstairs, so I have to get down the stairs at home, and I gotta get back up the stairs here, and then I gotta try to get coffee and stuff. Like, it's exhausting. Anyways, getting some energy back. So I figured I'd try to vlog today and see how that goes. I'm also going to shoot another website teardown video today, so look for that video in the next few days or so. I'll get that going, probably by the weekend. Those are hugely helpful, apparently. I knew that there was some value in it, but then when I did the first one, which was the previous one, and I'll put a link right here to the first website teardown video, which I got so many messages about, so many DMs, people sending me stuff saying thank you so much. Vigilant and Humble sent me t-shirts and stickers and all kinds of stuff. I mean, everybody was just super grateful for the website teardown video. So I've got another one of those to do, and I'll probably do that today again. I'm gonna go to the shop probably a little bit later and work on Project X. If you don't know what Project X is, I don't really know what it is either. Actually, I do. It's another project I'm working on, and I've got to do some prototyping for that. I'm gonna try to do that today. I don't have a lot of stuff on my plate today that like has to get done today. I've got some follow-up things with people and things like that, but like that's why I was like, I don't have a ton happening, so let's try to shoot this vlog. So anyways, we'll do that. We'll head over to the shop, we'll get on the machines, and we'll start prototyping this project that we are still calling Project X. And that's it. We'll see what happens, what comes to mind, see where this goes. So I hope you stick around. Let's go. By the way, if you're new here, my name is Beav Brodie. I own a big e-commerce business, and that's what we talk about here on this channel is e-commerce, social media marketing, marketing in general, content creation, stuff like that, and vlogs. We travel the world, and we do all kinds of cool stuff. So if you're into that kind of stuff, consider hitting the subscribe button down there and join me on this journey. One of the things that you guys ought to be thinking about right now, as these are the things that I'm going through, and I obviously want to share some of this stuff with you guys as to what you should be focusing on. But if you are not right now focusing on Black Friday and Christmas and the holidays and gearing up for that, making sure that you have the products to sell, the inventory on hand, the content strategy around all that stuff, getting engagement up on social media now so that you can retarget that engagement here in just, I mean, Black Friday is like 50-something days, like 57, 58 days away. Like, it's not a lot of time because you really need to be on top of your game. You need time to create content. You need to make sure you have the inventory coming in if you don't already. Like, there's a lot of things to consider. So make sure that you're planning ahead, plan for the future, plan for 2 months from now. And then right after that, you got Christmas and all that stuff. So right now is a critical time. It's probably a little bit of a low time for a lot of different businesses and industries. So take advantage of it being a little bit slower if it is, to really be hammering that stuff. If that means you need to be taking product photos for your website right now, take product photos for your website, update that stuff, make it fresh, make it clean, make it, get all that stuff looking fresh so that you can capitalize on it the best you can for Black Friday. Anyways, that's my quick little tip for now. We're gonna head to the shop and work on this other little project. You guys know the funniest part about this is that I have to go all the way back up to get the camera, right? slight change in plans. I can't go to the shop without eating lunch. And I got to meet up with my better half. This is one of my favorite places to eat. If you've ever been to Hilton Head, you know that there's like lots of really good places to eat. This is Java Burrito. They got tacos and coffee. So back to what I was talking about before, about preparing for the holidays, preparing for things like that. Take the time now to make sure your website's set up. Take those product photos. Get the website looking pretty. Product photos, product videos, those are probably the two most important things you could do for yourself, for your website, because that is what sells your product. You understand? So, and I've got tutorials on all this stuff, and I'll link it up below, up above here. I'll put it down below too, whatever. But there's a tutorial here about making like clean white backgrounds. Super simple little thing that makes a big difference if you're going for clean white background stuff. It's the coolest little Photoshop trick, so check that out. And I've got another tutorial I've been working on for product photos that's more about like camera, lighting, positioning your products, stuff like that. I'll try to get that out as soon as possible, probably another week or so on that. But I've been talking about websites and like making sure the product page on your website is good, since like how important it is to make sure that the product images are good and that you're showing all the angles of things and that it makes sense and that it flows. Like before I started doing this, that is the jam. People get to your website, but you need to direct them to a product page. Your product page sells the product. So make sure your product page is on point. Now, part of the reason I'm telling you guys to start doing this now is because depending on how many products you have, it can take a while. So you need to get started now and get other people's opinion. Don't just say, oh, I think that looks good. Like, show it to your friends, show it to somebody that you value, show it to someone else that has e-commerce store. You know, study other websites, things like that. Get other ideas, get inspiration, switch things around. Look at it a completely different way than what you might have right now. Switch this from here to there and put this down here. Like, just try a bunch of different stuff, and then you'll say, oh dang, that looks way better than I thought it was going, you know, or like, you just don't know what you don't know. So just try a bunch of different stuff until it looks better. Don't just like leave it the same, and even swapping out photos isn't necessarily always the answer. Sometimes you have to rearrange things as well. So that's another pro tip for you. So right now I'm loading this machine, which is the lathe, with some stock material for the product I'm trying to make. This is much larger than it needs to be. I gotta machine it down some, but I'm actually gonna make this prototype like probably 2 to 3 times the size it needs to be right now. I'm gonna make it much larger, just to kind of prove the engineering and the mechanics behind it and how it's going to work and function. And then once I get that figured out, it's way easier to scale it down from there. But trying to make something really, really small initially can be kind of a challenge. So we're gonna start bigger, make it all work and figure out the functionality. And then when we go into mass production, I can even scale it down then, say, shrink this thing down, you know, 60% or whatever it needs to be. So that is what I'm up to now. This is like the moment of truth. If you can see this and hear it. Basically it rotates 180 degrees and then stops. And that's pretty much all I can tell you about it right now. That's the update on Project X. Thanks for watching. All right guys, that's pretty much gonna wrap it up here. Just please get a head start on your stuff. Don't wait till the last minute. And that's it. Subscribe to the channel because there's some really good videos coming over the next couple of weeks that you're not going to want to miss if this is your jam. Or don't subscribe. That doesn't really matter to me. I don't really care. But anyways, hit like if you liked it. Subscribe if you're not already. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.